at work, and Nelson is just like, look, I have something to tell you, and I don't want you to be upset with me when you find out. Skylar has cramps and pain, and she should go to the hospital.
Sticks and stones may break my bones. Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Hey, Sim Babes, it's Tasha of Tasha Monet Sims here with another video for you. Hope you're feeling good, feeling great, and ready for what I have for you today, which is another episode of Sonder. So, Nelson and Skylar are here together. It's actually almost 4 in the morning, but they are awake. They are supposedly doing homework together. Skylar literally just came back from her sister's costume party that Nelson was not invited to. Feels a little slighted about that, but he hasn't said anything to Skylar because he knows that she's pregnant and she's been feeling kind of down about like her family and how things kind of went down. But she also is thinking about baby names because they are having a lovely little baby. And I do need her to go to her parents' house because she left the picture of the ultrasound on the wall in her old bedroom. So she will be going there today just to pick that up. Also, Nelson, when he finishes the things that he needs to do, is going to be quitting his job as a shelf stalker, and he's going to be going to that night school that will assist him in going to college. And he's not actually going to talk to Skylar before he does this because he feels that she would basically just try and tell him not to do it, and he wants to make sure that like he can get this done because she is the one who makes the most money at their retail job, and so basically she'll be carrying them for a moment. I don't know if he really thought this completely through because when she has the baby she'll be off for a few days, and right now the retail jobs are their only form of income. But he's going to do it anyway because he really does think that this will be something that in the long run will assist their family. And, you know, who knows what will happen, right? Like maybe things will work out for the better. They'll be able to both go to college eventually and things will just work out. Like their relationship, as I'm looking here, is definitely looking good and looking great even after the issue that existed. The issues that existed between them when he first found out about the baby. I'm not certain exactly how Skylar will feel about this when she finds out that he quit his job and they only have 2000, a little over 2500 simoleons. So it was probably a bad financial decision on Skylar's part to bring Bruno here, but she really wanted to have some part of home life in her new home, even if she feels distressed when she is around like her family, in particular her parents, because of the strain in their relationship right now. And the fact that her dad keeps coming around is something that does cause her some, discomfort. But I'm going to go ahead and have her add $1,000 from her saved money into the household budget, right? And so Nelson has not told Skylar yet that he has quit his job, but she will find out soon enough when she goes to work tomorrow and Nelson is not there. And so Skylar is actually going through like this up and down phase where at one point she's like, excited about her baby, and then the next she is upset. She is actually having a baby boy, and I am going to put the ultrasound in what will be their baby's room. And Skylar is just really going through a tough time. Like, wait until she finds out that Nelson decided he was going to quit his job and try to make things better for him to get into university without speaking to Skylar about it first. Like, I can't imagine what this is going to do to them and like the money that they'll need to just like handle life. They still need to build up the baby's nursery and all these things like that. And Skylar may have to dip into her savings again to do so because Nelson has decided that he wanted to do something different without talking to her about it first. She's going to go ahead and come and talk to Nelson, and she's going to ask him about his day and just be like, hey, so how was your day today? Like, I noticed that you left and we're on vacation from school and and there's, like no work. Like, what are you doing home? Like, I thought you'd be at work tonight. Going ahead and they're sitting in there talking on the couch. And she's like, excuse me? Okay, so let me try this again. She's back home with Nelson after spending time with her sister, and she's asking about his day. She's just like, hey, I figured you'd be at work tonight. Like, why aren't you there? Nelson, I am telling a story. Sit and chat. And Nelson's well, how about you tell me about your day? Like what's been going on with you? She's like, yeah, it's really cold out there, And then he is going to go ahead and share. And he's just like, look, Skylar, I just, excuse me, I'm over here trying to tell a story and they are not doing what I'm asking of them. She went to sleep. Okay. Ma'am. So Skylar is back home and she is basically talking to Nelson because Nelson should technically be at work right now and he's not. And so she wants to know, like, what is happening? Like, tell me about your day, Nelson. Like, why is it that you are currently not at work? And Nelson is just like, look, I have something to tell you, and I don't want you to be upset with me when you find out. Skylar has cramps and pain, and she should go to the hospital. Okay. So we had a scare where we thought that Skylar was having a miscarriage, but she did not. So the stress of the issues between Nelson and Skylar have made things a little, I guess you can say, difficult between them. Like they're not necessarily dealing with one another. Why are you doing his homework, Skylar? Ma'am. No, that's cute, but no. This is his homework. So Nelson's finally going to come clean to Skylar about what he has done. And Skylar is not going to be happy about it. So let me first remove Wonderland from him. So he's going to whine about his unfair life. He's just going to be like, Skylar, like, we can't, like, there's no way that we'll be able to make it if we just keep on this path of, like, like this teen thing where we're attempting to do what it is that we want to do. Like, we need to make sure that we can provide for this baby, and that means me going to school and getting an education. Like, and I think you should have an open mind about that. Like, when is this baby due? Like, this baby will be here before you know it. You almost lost the baby, and I need to be able to provide for the both of you. And I care about you. I really do. And I just need you to work with me, Skylar. Like, I need you to handle the finances for now so that I can go ahead and study and do the things that need to happen so that we can have everything that we want in life. And that's not going to happen right now if you don't support me. Going to argue with him about the job and argue with him about the school. Mainly she's going to be like, I understand you thinking that you need to support all of us, but I wanted to go to college too, Nelson. Like, I wanted to do all of these things too. And yeah, we likely can do this together, but you should have definitely like spoken to me first. Like how do you just decide that you're going to quit your job and not talk to me about this? Like, did you see what happened when I was stressed? Like, we almost lost the baby, and now you're here telling me that You're going to go ahead and do this night school thing that you don't make any money for, and then you're going to go to college, which you also don't make any money for, but it's going to cost us money, and you're going to, like, I don't get this. Like, how do you just decide that you're going to do this, Nelson? Like, you should have spoken to me about this. And Nelson is like frustrated now too, and he's just like, what do you mean? Like, I'm doing all of this so that I can help you, right? Like, I'm doing this so that we won't have all the freaking problems that are currently happening. Like, you literally almost lost our baby, Skylar. Do you not get that? Like, neither of us asked for this, right? You think that I asked for this too? Like, I didn't plan on this. Right? Like, I just need you to be here for me, to trust that I'm trying my best to do what's right for this family, and you're just going to have to handle some of the financial burden for now. And Skylar is not feeling that at all, so she is going to go ahead and give him the cold shoulder. And so they're not going to be very happy with each other. Things are difficult, and of course her father is here. I'm not going to open the door for him. I'm just going to let it be. And so they're still arguing about the choices that Nelson made without, like, speaking to her. And she's just like, you have to be kidding me. Like, Nelson, like, I'm trying my best for the both of us. And he's just like, I'm trying too. Like, you don't see that I'm trying? She's like, really? Like, really? Are you the one having your insides rearranged by a small, tiny human? And so they've had their fill of arguing with each other. I am going to end the part here. Skylar and Nelson have some issues that they need to work through. Like, Skylar is completely pissed that Nelson basically disregarded speaking to her about the decision he made to leave work and do this night school program so that he can get scholarships for school, so that he can go to university and then get a better job. And Nelson is upset that Skylar doesn't understand that he's doing these things so that he can be better for their family. And he's just like, you know, like, he's not going to coddle her, and that she should get on board with the plan that he has for them. And Skylar's just not feeling it. So hopefully the next time that we are here with Skylar and Nelson, things will be okay between them, where they will have at least talked. But I thank you so much for joining me for this part of Sonder. And as always, I'm sending positive vibes your way. I'm Tasha Monet. See you next time.
Sticks and stones may break my